Yo, yo, yo. CPA Strength here, trying something totally new out as we always are doing here, trying to find something good here. So yeah, we're gonna do some accounting and stuff. We got my new camera here, Logitech. I'm not really sure how you can adjust it or if you can adjust it, but I think it's going good. It goes good for the board here. And we got some Inky Johnson here. So we're just going to get started. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay, and this will work out, and who even knows. What we are going to do, this is not going to be accounting for beginners. Listen to some motivation here. Always trying something new out. Let's see, are we live? I don't know. Are we live, people? Ooh. Maybe we should go over. Your expectations never supposed to exceed your effort. But a lot of people, they wish. Hey, we got someone in chat. What up? What up? What up? We're doing something totally new today. All right, we can do this. This will be on for, hey, we got two people. We're going to do, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this today here. I think I'm going to look for this live stream. We're going to do a little accounting class on the board here. What's up to everybody in here? Hey, what's up, Mansoor? I'm not sure how this is going to work. We're always trying something new. We're going to do some accounting class. Hey, we got 6 people in here. It's lit. The Brooks channel, what up, what up? We'll go on here. Yeah, we're gonna do a little accounting class. We're gonna do a different problem. Well, I'll just show you in a second here. Let me try to find this so I can. Yeah. Okay, cool. We got 11 people in here. Well, this is kind of lit, huh? Alrighty. Whoa, that ain't gonna work. I should have 2 up here, huh? Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everyone's having a good day. I think we'll just see here. We got 16 people in chat. Can I get some like? I got 16 people in the room, 1 like. Can I get some likes, please? So let's get some replay value here. If you like, that's all I ask. Just give me some likes here if you can, please. Oh, you're awake? Yeah, I'm always awake. No, I get up early. Well, I get up all different times, but these have been fun. And then I just got this new camera, so I'm just trying this new thing out. So we're gonna do another problem. We've been doing practice tests in the morning. I don't know. Does anybody in chat have a certain question here? I have a midterm in 4 hours. Pulled an all-nighter reviewing your videos. All right, William, that's what's up. I was gonna do something else. Do you have a certain? Do you know what's the first thing you would do? What's the first thing you would do, William? Let's get that over with. Yo, what up? What up? What up? Thanks for the likes, guys. William, we're gonna say. Seriously, you got a midterm in 4 hours. At least I hope you know. Tell me the first thing you're gonna do when you go in your class. What's the 8 letters you're gonna write on the board? Does anybody else know? If you had a test, what would you write on the board? There you go. DC what? Anybody else? taking your first test. You're in class. DC, that's it? Come on. Okay, you wouldn't put debits and credits. I see what you did. I see what you did. What's the D stand for? What's the D stand for? Hey, what's up, Yuri? What up, man? Thanks for being in this chat. This is cool. This is fun. I kind of like this. All right, debit. That is the first thing. So you're gonna. I would do, because I can't remember nothing. I'll go DC, aid, lure, right? And then thanks for the likes, everybody. Let me get some more likes, please, so I can get some replay value here. All right, the D stands for what, guys? Guys and gals? Debits. What's the C stand for? What's the C stand for? Come on, guys, let me get some comments here. Debit, credit, credits, good job, guys. Good job. So we know debits on the left, credits on the right, correct? Yeah. What's the A stand for? What's the A stand for, everybody? Asset. Assets. Yes. Yes. What's the D stand for? The D is not depreciation for us. It is. Now you're going to do this every day, so you know the D is for a withdraw dividend. Yeah, withdraw dividend. Yes. Okay. It's kind of hard going over here. Withdraw. All right. E on aid. What's that E there for? Expense. Now we'll go over to the lure. What we got over there? Liability on the credit side. Bro, if you got your exam coming up, you're gonna do just fine here if you can get this and some of the things that go along with it. So just remember this. Now what about for this E over here? Equity and equity, yes. Equity. Just for this chapter 12 payroll. That's what's Gucci, bro. Appreciate all the likes, all the comments, everybody in chat. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, and the R for revenue. R equals revenue. I'm taking chapter 1 to 4 midterm, Tom Lowell. Hey! All right, so it's good if I stay over here. This is a new setup. This camera's not too bad. I don't know how to adjust the Logitech. Maybe I should look into that, but everything's processed. Can y'all hear me pretty good? How's the sound? About as good as before, or I don't know if anybody watching before. The sound's okay? I guess y'all. Oh, cool. Yee, Gucci. That's good. That's what's up. All right, so we know debits on the left, credits on the right. Thanks, everybody. if we're doing a if you're doing a journal entry, or accounting is called a double entry accounting system. So you have debits on the left, credits on the right, and they always equal each other. They must equal each other. Now I know that I think one of my best tips is debits is not good, credits is it's not good or bad, credits is not good or bad. It just is. Okay? Now some other things you can glean from here is that you'll have a you'll notice it's right here set up for you. So if you can get this, you're going to be good. Please tell me why expenses are debit. Probably don't want to hear it. It just is. It's just the way it goes in with things. Because usually if you have an expense, we'll do a journal entry for expense in a little bit because it'll be easy. Because usually you would have an asset cash leaving for the expense, and it's just the way the double entry accounting system is. I didn't make it up. We've been using the same one for 500 years. Okay, look, we got assets. Assets equal liabilities plus equity. That's your balance sheet. It's simple physics. I don't know. Nothing's really that simple. Huh. So you gotta know that's your balance sheet. That's right there for you, and that's also the basic accounting equation. That's the big dog, right? Now, your income statements here as well, revenue minus expenses. And I like DC Adler the way I have assets, withdraw, expense, liability, equity, revenue, because then you're always going to remember. Understatements and overstatements. I guess you would have to. I'm not really sure what understatements and overstatements is saying. Like, I think maybe you would have to do the journal entry or make the statement out yourself first, and then it would be either. And then you'd have the books answer, and it would be if it was over or under. I'm not really sure. Hey, what up, everybody in chat? Man, we having fun today. I'm liking this. This new setup's kind of cool. I'm getting used to it, though. And, yeah, man, we're just trying to get in. I know we got people taking tests this morning for their first time, so I hope everyone can do good. And I want to just make sure we get the DC Adler down, because I know if you have this, and then we'll work some simple problems. And that's just what I feel like doing today, working the basics. So, yeah. So, anyways, let's keep on finishing that, or I'll answer questions, or we're just gonna freestyle. We're just gonna go for a little bit, but I hope that if someone's got a test today, they can watch this and this can help them out. Okay. So expense. So it's revenue minus expenses. I know. See, this is for journal entries basically, where debits always equal credits. And it just so happens the balance sheet is assets equal liability plus equity. Now there also is the income statement. The only thing is revenue minus expenses. So I don't even want to put a minus here, but this is the income statement. And you got to think, and just think logically here. If it's an income statement, like how much income do I have? You make $10. That's your revenue. You have 5 in expenses. 10 minus 5 is $5 in revenue or net income. Okay. Thanks for the like. Thanks for the likes, man. 11 likes. That's awesome. I don't know how many the most likes I've had in here. I'm not sure. But anyways, I really appreciate all the likes, all the views, all the comments, all the everything. So this is the income statement. We like this? I don't know. I kind of like being on the board answering. Oh man, thanks for the likes, everybody. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know, when I got just to say, I have I think 101 videos in my playlist, in my Accounting for Beginners playlist, where I go through everything. And so if this is like your first time here, or you don't know about my playlist, check it out. It'll help you and stuff. But so also what we also have here on our with our DC Adler. See, I just want you to know DC Adler real fast, and then you would know this is debits, and then this is credits, and then you would have half of it. You'd have half of this equation already. Another cool thing on here is you have equity, which we know is part of the balance sheet. With a withdraw, I did call it draw for so long. If I could do it over now, I would change it to withdraw, because that's what it is. It's the other side. It reduces equity. So you also have, part of your. So look, you have balance sheet right here, right next to each other. You have the income statement right here, and then you have across from equity, you have a reducing equity right here. All right. Can someone tell me, please, what kind of, because I think this will help you on your exam too. If you do that, you can do DC Adler, debits, credits. And if you can remember what all these stand for, you don't need to write the DC Adler down first, but debits, credits, asset, withdrawal, expense, liability. I would put actually owner's equity now. I've changed it up to owner's equity. All right. Does anyone want to start giving me, what are some assets? What do you think the most common asset is? See, I would write this on my paper too, especially if you're beginning. Does anybody have any most common assets for me? Cash. Definitely. Y'all been paying attention. Cash is the most common asset. So we're going to write cash down here. What are some other assets? Accounts receivable. Yes, that is an asset. Accounts receivable. Inventory. Equipment. Yes. So you're going to write all these on your paper so you're not going to forget. Equipment, property, plant. Yes. Human capital. That would probably be like maybe an intangible asset. So you might have an intangible. That might be like a goodwill or something, or an intangible asset. We just went over that in a video the other day. So we'll put like goodwill. Intangible assets, the stuff you can't touch or see. I just did a video on that the other day. Accounting for Beginners 101, I believe. But that would be stuff you can't really see, touch, or move, like a patent, goodwill, copyright. No problem, bro. No problem, bro. All right, we've got. What are some common withdrawals? You might see a withdraw. Yes. What are some other withdrawals? Like if you have a S corp, what might one be? Because that's a lot. If you write all this on your paper, so you're good. And just yesterday we went over prepaids as an asset as well too. Prepaids. Can you tell me what some other kind of withdrawals are? Dividends, yes, that's a withdrawal, yes. That would be for a C corp. Dividends, yes. What about, shareholder distribution, yes. Dividends, shareholder distribution. Owner's drawing, yes. Yes, owner's drawing, yes. See, and here's your owner's equity. So if you have an owner's drawing, it's a personal, it's taking money out of the business, but it's not an expense. It's not a business expense. It's not owing anybody. It's taking it out for yourself. So it's going to lower the equity. Yeah, when an owner writes a check to himself, exactly. It's exactly it. Thanks, everybody. Now let's go. So you've got some of these. So you got a bunch of assets. You got a bunch of withdrawals. Expenses. I mean, there's just so many. What are a couple? Rent expense. You rent an office. Rent expense. Internet expense. Let's say utilities expense. These are all things. Supplies expense, yes. So many expenses. Basically an expense is money coming out of your business. A necessary and ordinary expense for your business that you need for it, that you are going to use up in less than a year. If you spend money on something that's going to be larger than a year, usually it would be an asset. So those are a bunch of expenses. Insurance expense, yes. So you're gonna write some of those down today when you're taking your test, right? Food expense, yes, and that is for a business. Yes, you do have a meals entertainment, and that's supposed to be for if say you have a business meeting. And you're meeting a client, you're talking about business, and you're meeting someone at a restaurant. Now that is a business expense. Although to get super technical on your tax return, we're not doing taxes right now. We're doing bookkeeping, but I just want to let you know that you only get half of that off. Meals entertainment expense is only 50%. I don't want to get too technical either, but there is 100% meals entertainment. That's if you buy everyone in your company like lunch or whatever. But let's move on from that. But food, yeah. Petty cash for food. I would say, yeah, that would be an expense. Like say you have like a coffee maker, coffee for the whole office, or like candies or snacks for the whole office. That would be food expense, or I would just say supplies, but yeah. Okay, so we've got expenses. What are some liabilities, everybody? Let's go over to liabilities. Hey, this is kind of fun, right? This is kind of on the fly. I think they say accounting tutoring is like a lot of money, but y'all got me, so I mean, if I'm helping anybody, that's awesome. Accounts payable, car loan. Hey, that's what's up. I'm helping. That's what's Gucci with it, man. Okay, we've got liabilities. Yes. Accounts payables, huge. Now, a little hack here for if you're on your test or you're doing a homeworks or whatever. If you see a payable, if you see something that's a payable, that's going to be a liability. I think pretty much every single payable is a liability. What is there? There's is it unearned revenue? Is I think the only payable because you still owe them the work. That's not going to be a liability. But you enjoy my live videos? Thank you very much, man. They're fun to do. I have in my head I think a lot of negativity, like who wants to watch this rubbish and stuff. But it's really cool because once I hit go, I just get in like this like go mode, and I don't think negatively about stuff, and I just do the video, and it's a lot of fun. Notes payable, yes. Accounts payable, notes payable, wages payable. No, unearned revenue is a liability, I believe. I'm almost positive. Unearned revenue is a liability because you've already gotten the money. You've already gotten the money, but you didn't earn the money yet. So you're liable for it. I was just trying to say that unearned revenue is up here. Unearned revenue. But as you can see, all the other liabilities have payable on here. Accounts payable, notes payable, wages payable. Unearned revenue is, I believe, the only liability that's not really going to have. It is mad fun, though. 5 weeks ago, I wouldn't understand much of this. Yeah, this is crazy. The accounting's the language of business. And you know what? It's never gonna change either. This has been for 500 years, and it's never gonna change. All right. So what about some equities? What do we got for some different kind of equities here? We have a couple of them. What will go under equity? There's really not too many that are. Does anybody know what a kind of equity that would be on the balance sheet? GIF Nutrition and Fitness. What up, dog? Yeah, that's the cool thing about accounting. It's like once you learn it, it's not going to change. We've had the double entry accounting system. Common stock. Yes, thank you. Stock. We'll put stock. We'll put common stock. Um, uh, preferred stock. All the kinds of stock. So all kinds of stock. Retained earnings, yes, that's going to be an equity. Stock, retained earnings. Oh man. Well, you win some, you lose some. I got blue ink on my tile now. Hey, that's what's up. Now cash accounts over here on our assets so we don't get mixed up. Oof, I know, right? Oof. Gosh darn it, what did you do, boy? Retained earnings. Net income will be over here. On the balance sheet, the equity, net income will be over here. Ooh, Contra Assets. I can, we will explain Contra Assets. That's the biggest one I can think of is accumulated depreciation. And that is, you know how normally, we didn't even go through it, but if these are positive, hey, what up, Ashlyn? Oh, inventory's over here, an asset. That's what that is. Revenues, let's just finish up with this service revenue. Service revenue, product revenue, whatever you do for your main businesses, right? So look, this took us, because I was talking and stuff, how long? I mean, a long time. But you can that's what I said, I think in Accounting for Beginners, I think number 99, I was saying you want to write this down on your paper every day for you to remember. And you can write all this down in probably 2 minutes, just very fast, or 3 minutes. And then you have this on your test and you're ready to go. You're ready to answer questions. You have this on your spare paper and you are ready to go. Because expenses have same effect as of reducing the equity. No, well, the net income does. The net income will do that. Let's erase this board here. Is everyone having fun this morning? Is this fun? But yeah, this doesn't change. I think Luca Pioli started the double accounting system in like the 1500s. He used to hang out with Leonardo da Vinci. And they used to roll out together. They were roll dogs. So for 500 years we've been doing this. It hasn't changed. It's not going to change next year or the year after that. And what's really cool is, and I've really noticed that I teach people from around the world here. Can I do pop out chat? We'll go like this. How often do you stream? Hit the notification bell so you know. But I've been doing accounting classes in the mornings. I definitely probably will for the rest of this accounting semester. I do a lot of them at probably 7 a.m. I've been doing a push-up workout stream at noon, and I'll probably do another stream later at night. And so that's, oh my God, what's going on with my thing here? Okay, now I don't get too many questions. Hopefully in the well, we'll just go. We'll just keep going. I was gonna say, like, if you want to donate, in the super chat, if I'm helping you out, that would be awesome if you can. If you want to donate, I don't have Streamlabs going. If you want to donate from super chat, you can. If you want to go to the link in description, I have an Amazon store. You can buy something from your Amazon. If you can't do that, just comment. Hit the like if you're in here. Hit the like button. Leave some comments in chat. Maybe share this on your social media. That would be awesome. Now we got a. Oh yeah, I saved. Bethel Boys, what's up, bro? You've been around for a grip, Bethel Boys. That's what's Gucci. Thanks for the likes, man. Do you save your live streams? Yes, I save my live streams. They're up on my channel. I have 2 accounting practice tests, but I did not have this camera set up, so I couldn't go. Broke student here. Oh, dude, I understand being broke, bro. Trust me, I understand being broke. I'm just saying, just put it out there, but I understand being broke. I'm a broke person. I'm a grinder. I'm cheap AF. I'm like the accountant cheap. And I grew up on food stamps. I've been homeless. I know what it is to be broke, and so it's all Gucci, man. What up, Alejandro? Got a question for. I got a question from. But I will tell you, I'd hate to get caught in. I'll answer questions. If you do a super chat with a question, I will go to that question, and if I don't know the answer, I'll look it up online. So that's how we'll go. That's how you can move to the top of the line, top of the food chain for questions. But we don't have any super chats as of yet, so I will answer the last question that I can remember. Contra Asset. I believe I have done. I don't know if I've done a whole video on Contra Assets. Poland in the hizzy. Poland, yeah, Poland in the hizzy. Hey, that haircut ain't looking too bad, man. I give myself my own haircut, huh? It's looking pretty good. So let's talk about Contra Assets. All right, we're gonna go debit. And we're gonna go credit. Debit's on the left, credit's on the right. Now, if you can remember that, you're good. Neither good or bad, okay? Now, let's say a contra asset is just contrary or different than a normal asset. So contrary to a normal asset. All right. So we're going to have asset over here. Normally, right? DC, aid, lure. To A. Let's concentrate. Now, if we're going to talk about contra assets, let's talk about assets first. Okay? Assets would be right here. All right, and that would be, now the biggest contra asset I can think of is accumulated depreciation. I think there's some more contra assets, but let's talk accumulated depreciation. I'll try and do this rather fast here. Okay? Now, you would have assets, and let's talk about if you buy a truck for your company. That's an asset, right? Truck for your company. Now on Boss Hog on Candy up in his bid. So now let's say we have a balance sheet. All right, you have an asset, a truck. That's a normal balance. It shows up on the balance sheet. It's a positive debit. Okay, it's a positive in the debit form. Strength of mind, he's got it all. Yeah. So the truck would be in the balance sheet. Let's say we got our balance sheet over here. On the balance sheet, first page, you're going to have assets. Say all you have a truck. You have a truck for we'll say a $5,000 truck. So that's on your balance sheet, a $5,000 truck. Now that would be a normal asset. Okay? It shows up on the balance sheet under assets as a positive number. Okay? You hate accounting. 5,000 truck, 1980 Chevy, yeah. Chevy Power. You hate accounting, but you're in here because you're taking a class. It's all good. I mean, you don't have to love it. That's what a lot of people have used my videos and my teachings and stuff just because they have to take an accounting class for the general studies. And the DC Adler, if you don't know, check out my other videos. But DC Adler help you so much with, if you have like accounting 1 and accounting 2 classes that you have to take. Like, you will pass really by just knowing DC Adler. But anyways, this is a normal asset. It shows as positive on the balance sheet. I helped you pass the B plus. That's what's up, man. That makes me feel really good. Thanks for telling me the success story, man. That makes me feel really good. Like, if what do you think you would have got if you didn't find my videos or use DC Adler? Oh, I'm telling you, Will, bro. Hope you got enough sleep, but I mean, you can grind it through it. If you know, that's why I want to go through DC Adler. You have to come back and tell me, bro. You ain't gonna fail this class, bro. Accounting 1. Will, do you know DC Adler and what they stand for? Like, we just spent the first half an hour of this video doing that. If you know that, look, and after I try to explain accumulated depreciation, we're going to do a couple quick journal entries and use the DC Adler. And if you follow along, you're going to be fine. Oh, that's awesome. You failed. Well, I'm sorry, that's not awesome. You failed the first time. I don't mean that at all. But I think it's cool that, you failed the first time and then you found my videos and then what, you got a freaking B plus. Like that is litty. Lit. Okay. A contra asset would be like an accumulated depreciation. That's what I can say. So say you do a depreciation, and now the journal entry for depreciation would be, let's see, journal entry for depreciation would be depreciation expense. We'll say 1,000. Accumulated depreciation. 1,000. I do have a bunch of videos on depreciation, accumulated depreciation, and all this stuff. So good as fun nutrition and fitness. Hey, do you have videos on your channel about nutrition and fitness and stuff? I hate accounting, but I like finance. But when you're a business major, account makes you so much more money than management. I love helping people. Yeah, it's a good backup. Like, you can always find a job for accounting, and taxes and stuff like that. And it's cool. Like, I kind of like doing taxes and stuff, and you get burnt out, but it's 4 months out of the year. You can always find a job. It's not going to change. Every business needs an accountant or a bookkeeper to do their taxes. Every business. And you know what I mean? Like, things change. Okay, like 15, 20 years ago, Blockbuster, home movie rentals, they needed an accountant. Now that business is no longer here anymore. Netflix took them over. Netflix needs accountants still, and bookkeepers, and tax preparers. So you see, the business changes, but the accounting stays the same. Let me finish this up real fast here. So accumulated depreciation. This is a contra asset. A contra asset shows up in a normal balance of a contra asset. It would be a credit. See, accumulated depreciation would be a credit in a normal balance. And on the balance sheet, it would show up as a negative. Average. I like taxation. That's when I kind of fell in love with this stuff. I just helped. I helped average people, get money back on their. I helped average, hardworking, a Main Street Joe or whatever. That's who I like to help out. Just a hard, honest, working, get up in the morning, go to work, and how can I save them money? How can I reduce their tax liabilities? And I find people with a lot of money are just so bitchy about their taxes and stuff. They make so much money, and then they're like, "Oh, I got to pay this much." I'm like, "You made this much, anyways." Accumulated depreciation. That if we're doing a balance sheet, the accumulated depreciation is going to be a negative. It's going to show up as a negative asset. The normal balance for normal asset is debit positive. Contra asset is just opposite, it's contrary. So I can think so it would be accumulated. This would be a balance sheet under assets, and you'd have a truck is a normal asset, and it's a positive in the balance sheet. Now you'd have accumulated depreciation. That's the only contra asset I can think. It's a negative on the balance sheet. And see, this would be under fixed assets. Then you'd have fixed assets of $4,000. So that was very long-winded. I don't even know if the person who asked about contra assets, I'll have to get better at this live teaching. Sorry, I'm kind of long-winded. But anyways, a contra asset is, I guess, opposite of an asset. It's the normal balance is flipped. Now, we're worried about, let's try to help Will out here. We're just going to do Let's do a journal entry here. We're going to try to help Will out because he's worried about failing his test today, which he's not going to fail. He's stressed. Don't be stressed, dog. You got your DC Adler right there. Let's do a couple journal entries. Now you already know where things go and stuff. Thanks for the likes, everybody. Thanks for all the comments. If you like this, tell a friend about my channel, about my live streams. Share it on social medias. That would be Gucci. Oh no, he's off the reset. No. Oh man. Yeah, I'm on a reset phase myself. I like that. What up, Ange? All right. So let's do a quick journal entry here. So Will can pass this class today. We don't want Will to fail. Will, are you still here even? Yeah. Practice. That's why I always have the DC Adler up here, because it's like a mapping system, right? Yeah, it's a mapping system, so you don't get frazzled, and you just practice. And this will not let you down, and it's not going to change. So, but yes, the more you practice, because I'm gonna do this next journal entry here. We're gonna do it together, and it's like I kind of just already know where the things go because I've done this so much. All right. Let's say interview this morning for accounting. What's the magic formula? Oh, you have an interview this morning? Good luck, bro. What do you mean the magic formula? For KPMG, oh, you're going to get them chippers up, dog. You're going to make that cheddars. I guess compliment the interviewer. Tell the interviewer he looks dapper. Say, oh, that's a nice wash. Just compliment the interviewer a lot. That's the best thing. That's how I like people. They make a compliment to me. I'm like, you know what? I like that person. What's the magic formula for accounting? I mean, precision. Just say, hey, I can do all things. No, I mean, I say the basis is assets equal liability plus equity. But anyways, let's do a. Oh, hey, we got Dirty Jizzle. Hey, oh, woo, woo, woo. Hey, you can move. I said you move the top list. You don't even have a question, Dirty G? What's your question? We got one of my first super chats. That's what's up, man. That is what the business is, bro. Love me a super chat. Thank you, Dirty Jizzle. Thank you very much, man. Love the channel. Thank you for sharing. You are welcome, my friend. You are welcome. You made my morning, bro. I don't need much, but I do have bills to pay. I do have bills. I understand most people are starving artists and stuff, but that is the business. Dirty G, you have a question? Well, yeah, the magic formula is DC Adler. I know that. Yeah, you could probably stun on the guy at KMPG, but he'd be like, what? I don't know. I guess probably, hey, God bless. You want any question? I'll do any questions, but hey, I mean, maybe if you want to go outside the box, you could be like, yeah, magic formula is DC Adler, and then you could just explain to him, you know, debits, credits, assets, draw expense, liability, equity, revenue. Do a couple journal entries. Like we're going to do a couple journal entries right now, and I know the guy would be impressed because he's probably never heard of DC Adler. He might not even understand debits and credits and journal entries. So, anyways, we're going to do, maybe we've been going for a while, but I'm just kind of getting in the flow now. Okay, I'm sorry, the board's going weird. This is the first time with my new Logitech cam, but I know, all right, we'll be back. Come back to a live stream or a comment. You know I answer all comments, see all comments, and you can tell me how the interview goes, man. And then after you're there for a while, maybe you can hire me because I need a jobby job. Nationalities. Oh yeah, I got people from all over the world. Hey Esteban. Okay. Hey, come to South Florida, man. We'll chill, bro. I'm setting the house up for interviews, so anybody can come interview. I'm trying to be an interviewer. That's why this is practice. These live streams are practice because I got to keep the, I got to keep it going. I got to be on my toes and stuff. So yeah, boy, a little super chat. Your boy got lit on that. Your boy got lit. CX in chat, troll in chat. I do have some trolls, mainly for my push-up stream. I got a lot of trolls. But man, we going on this. We just going. That's one thing I did want to say that, let's see. The accounting is always, it's been the same for 500 years. The basics hasn't changed. It's a double entry accounting system also, and I know because since making these videos for the past 3 years, growing my YouTube channel, that the whole world over, the whole world uses this accounting system. So, you know, you can move continents. You know, I live in U.S. I could move to Africa, you know, and get a job somewhere as an accountant. I might not speak their language, but debits on the left, credits on the right always is the same. Is that another 5? Dirty Jizzle, is that another one? I don't know if that's another. Going Mr. Beast. What is that? Wait, yeah, going Mr. Beast. Yeah, I'm just out here, boy. I'm live. We're gonna live stream till I do my push-ups. We just keep it going, bro. Fuck it. We just keep on going, man. Was that another super chat, boy? What up? Ascension. Hey, your boy trying to pay his bills over in his bed. I like landlords like with my rent app, be like, yo, the super chat's been slow. Fuck. That's what's up, Dirty Jizzle. Love it, man. God damn, bro. It's good to be loved. We got love. Go Mr. Beast on him. I am beasted up on him. We got a lot of likes. I got 26 likes. Can I get some more likes? I'd love to have 50 likes before I leave. If you're in chat right now and you have not given a like, could you please give a like? I would love that. I would make my day. Please give a like. If you might be working and lurking, that's cool. Just say hi in chat. CX in chat. Troll me. Do whatever, man. Comments are cool. Believe they help the channel out. Everything helps the channel out. The watch time helps the channel out. I love you being here. Let's get back into this. I've just been talking mess for so long. We're going to do some journal entries here. I respect woman. I want some dancing. Hey. All right. That's what you want. I was going to answer a question, but I'm going to give back to accounting. Yeah, we're going to go back to accounting, but I'll give you a little dance here. We're going to say, peanut butter. We're making a sandwich. The peanut butter. The jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Oh, no problem, bro. We didn't take the butt. Okay, DC Adler, bro. Best of luck to you. Peace, Will. Will out. Will's out. Okay, I know what we could do here. Thanks for all the likes, everybody. This is a little. This is a problem we have, and below our listed accounts, business owners at Connor. For the month, we got to prepare an income statement, a statement of changes in owner's equity, and a balance sheet. So let's go down. We're gonna do what all these are. Okay. Clear. It's clear, crystal clear. What time is it? Let's see. I gotta go. No, we got a little bit longer here. I gotta get a plug. I'll be right back. Peeps. I'm running out. I'll be right back, peoples. I gotta get a plug. I am the plug. I'm the accounting plug. I'm the accounting plug. We're back. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let go. Locked and loaded. Locked and loaded. We got 16 up in the chizzy. We got 16 up in the chat. I love this early morning stuff. Thank you very much for being here. I know accounting is not the sexiest subject, but we're here to make it fun, keep it lit. Most of you are in here, I guess, to pass classes. Maybe you have a small business and you're wondering. You have an interview. The reason doesn't matter. You want to learn accounting? Let's go. We're going to do different stuff. Super chat, I will answer a question. If you super chat me, we will spend 10 minutes on your question. If not, we just go with what I feel like doing or the latest question I have on here. Trial balance. Just a list of accounts. Yeah. No, I believe a trial balance is just a list of accounts. Let's look. I'm just going to look up trial balance here. We'll come back to this. Let's just look up trial balance. Let's see. Subscribe to the channel, please. This is our subs. 60. We're trying to get to 100K subbies. Trying to get to 100K subs. What is trial balance? I believe it is just, I don't really use trial balance. It's kind of a step that I guess I don't use in real life. I might be doing something wrong. But I just take a journal entry and put it into, I guess, the income statement or the balance sheet. And but let's see what trial balance says here. But I think it's just a list of the accounts and their balances in a positive or negative form. All right, Wikipedia. Here we go, right? Now I know you guys can Wikipedia yourself, so what the hell, right? All right, that's not working so great. Trial balance is a list of all the general ledger accounts, both revenue and capital contained in the ledger. It will contain name of each ledger account and the value. So yeah, it's just a list, and it's just I guess the total, the totals of debit and credit. Really, the trial balance, I guess, is just a big long list, and it'll have the like this is a trial balance. This right here is probably a trial balance and stuff. But it's just a list of accounts. It's got the balance sheet, the income statement, changes of owner's equity all on there together. So hey, let me go back to here. All Alrighty then. And we rolling. We's rolling. Oh man, I got 29 likes. That's the most likes I've ever had since I've been going live. That is what's up. Thank you everybody. Thank you everybody for the likes. This wants us to do an income statement of changes in owner's equity, and a balance sheet. So let's go here. We'll do a balance sheet here. Okay. No, the trial balance does have two columns, debit and credit. So you kind of got to know that, and then you just kind of move the trial balance over to the balance sheet and income statement. Let's go. We're not going to do this. Let's say where these different things would be on here. We're not going to actually do the sheets, but just so we would know, where would an accounts payable show up? Would an accounts payable show up on a balance sheet, an income statement, or changes in owner's equity? Accounts payable. Now we have, you're like, I don't know, I might not know. We know that this is the balance sheet. This is the income statement. This is changes in owner's equity. Everybody know where an account payable would go? Everybody know where an account payable would go? Account payable is a liability. That would be on a balance sheet. Accounts receivable. Where would an accounts receivable go? What is an accounts receivable? Accounts receivable is an asset. Assets equal liabilities plus equity. That's a balance sheet. Accounts receivable. Advertising expense. Does anybody know where an advertising expense would go? Would it go on a balance sheet, income statement, or changes in owner's equity? I don't know if I'm lagging. Balance sheet for accounts receivable, yes. What about Sup, Victor? Sup, dog? What's up? We getting lit in here today? Super chat will answer your question. No, we'll just go with questions that I feel like I want to do, or we'll just go with other questions. But super chat will get you into the front of the line. Spend 10 minutes on it. Add cost is income statement, balance sheet. Well, net income would be. We're not saying that, but ad expense, that's going to go on the income statement. Income statement is revenue minus expenses. Capital. Where would the capital go? I want to see what, we're going to see where capital goes here. That's the income statement, Dirty G. Yo, what's up? Glad to see I'm back. Okay, we have starting capital. That would be a changes in owner's equity, starting capital. Starting capital. The ending capital would be would show up on the balance sheet here. What about cash? Where would cash be? Cash is super. Cash is easy. Where would cash go? Would cash show up on the balance sheet, income statement, or changes in owner's equity? What's up, Dirty Jizzle? Last Boy Scout, man. I'm glad you're back. You helped me ace my accounting 1 and 2 class. See? That's what's up. That's another happy camper. Thanks for all the likes, everybody. Another happy camper we got in here. Does anybody know where cash would go? Balance sheet, income statement, or changes in owner's equity? Dirty G says balance sheet. Why is that? What kind of what is cash? We go on a balance sheet. Cash is an asset. Yeah. So we know assets equal liability plus equity. That's the balance sheet. Cashola up in his bid. Entertainment expense. Where would entertainment expense go? Entertainment expense. Would it be on the balance sheet? Assets equal liabilities plus equity. Income statement, yeah, entertainment expense. Revenues minus expenses. We've got equipment. Where would equipment go? Equipment is an asset. Assets equal liabilities. Equipment will go into the balance sheet. Tim MC playing the game. Asset, balance sheet. Woo. All right. Man. So we know that. What do we want to do here? Let's do, man, I am getting sweaty up in here. We're going to go for a little bit longer here. We're going to go for a little bit longer, answer some more questions. We got 14 people in chat. We got 32 likes. We got the most likes I ever had here. We're going to do 2 simple journal entries. And if anybody else has some questions, we'll go for those. If I get a super chat, we'll answer that question. And hey, yeah, we'll go. Let's go. We're gonna do a couple of these. We're gonna do a couple of journal entries. I'm gonna hit the gym. Doing shoulders today. Oh, thanks, Dirty G. It's kind of cool. I'm getting used to it. I like to have different camera screens and stuff like that, but I want to use my Logitech, so hey. Notes receivable. Cardio plus core. Balance sheet for Tim. Make me understand how notes receivable and financial accounting works. All right, off the top of my head, let's do a note. Let's do a notes receivable. Let's do it. Freak it. You know, we ain't got nobody else. Now, if someone was super chat, I'll have to put them to the top of the list. But since we don't have, and we're gonna do notes receivable. I always forget how to spell receivable. E-I-V-A-B-O. I'm listening rather than watching. That's awesome. Notes okay. Well, I mean, most people are watching, so I'll talk as well. I'll use my oratory skills. But for the rest of the people that are watching, 32 likes. God, that's the business. Thanks for everybody in chat. Give me a like, please. That's how you can support the chat. Or you can super chat, leave comments. I don't care if you lurk. You can, if you could share this on your social medias or tell a friend about it, that would be great too. Tell one friend, share one time on a social media, say you watch this lit stream. A note receivable. Let's figure out what that is actually. A note. So that would be someone signed a piece of paper saying they're going to pay you back on right? A note. I guess in accounting terms, and look, an account receivable is we always go with that accounts receivable. That means we have a receivable. What would a receivable mean? That's the opposite of a liability of a accounts payable, accounts receivable. There's the yin and yang. If you have an account receivable, that means someone owes it to you. I am receiving it. It's coming to me. If you have an account payable, that means I owe you something. All right? Look, if you've been out there jugging and hustling, this is how I learn. This is how I do it, okay? An account receivable is if I fronted somebody. An account payable is when the plug fronted me. But anyways, but now a note is when you formally sign something, not usually in the ordinary trade of business. It would kind of be like a loan. And a note, excuse me, sorry. A note might have something like, it's written out. It might have interest in it. So I would say a note receivable is when you come to me and you're like, hey, can I have $5,000? And I say, well, yeah, but we're gonna have to write this out, and you're gonna have to sign this and say it's like a formal way of owing somebody money. You're gonna have to write this out and say, we're gonna write this note out, and it's gonna say, you are to owe me. In this note, I get receivables of $5,000, and there's going to be some interest every month. So that's a note receivable. Yeah, I think with interest involved. You shared this on your Facebook account. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome. Arms and chest day. Does that help out for what a notes receivable is, since you're listening? Dolnane, does that make sense at all for what a note receivable is? It's kind of like a more formal account receivable. And we understand account receivable is an asset. Oh, cool. Crystal clear. Got it. That's what's up, man. Boy, I'm helping the peoples out here. I'm helping the peoples. I'm helping the peoples out here, boys. So, anyways, a note receivable. Note receivable would be an asset. Let's share this worthy. Thanks, David. Leave a like, share it. If you really want to help your boy pay his rent, give me a super chat, but that's all good. I understand being struggling. I get everything out the mud. I guess you could say I'm getting this out the mud too. So that's what's Gucci. Do this. You might do this for calculus. Yeah, man. Bro, I'd watch that for calculus because I do not understand calculus. So now that's what I was saying. DHUL Nain. Dolnan. I always say, like, you want to start your day off, you want to start every day off FAR, F-A-R. You taking your CPA exam, but you want to start every day off, right, with your debits. Yeah, it's fun helping people. Like, I'm learning that, I mean, you need money to live on, to survive, but it's like, you know, when I get a message or a comment or an email saying you helped me, thank you, you helped me, it's like, wow, you can't buy that, man, or you motivated me, you inspired me, like, you can't buy that. It's like there's some shit that money can just not buy, and to help people is kind of like, that's kind of like what life's all about, man. Okay, Z. So anyways, on the board right now, I know you're listening, but I have on my board right now, debits and credits, asset, draw, expense. My DC Adler written out. So this is a prime example of what I would do. Prime example of what I would do is you weren't sure what a note receivable was. So you would go to it's kind of like an accounts receivable. Accounts receivable is an asset. So you're not sure about it. So next to asset, I would write notes receivable. I would write that every morning, and then you're going to know it. I guess on a liability would be what? Thanks, Dirty G. I do have a passion for this. I guess people say I was a good teacher. I kind of just got into this by, I guess, happenstance. I never planned on it, but we just got into it. Does anybody know what liability? What's in every liability almost? The word payable. Payables in all the liabilities. Yes. So notes receivable and a note payable would be a liability. More formal than an account receivable. Payable. That's what's up, Boy Scout. You're the last one too, huh? That must be a slow jamboree for you. That must be a rough jamboree. I'm the last Boy Scout. I don't have any Boy Scouts left. Just me. It's just me. No one can verify. You better get it on the internet then. How does anybody know you can start a fire with rubbing two sticks and a rock together for the last one there? Dang. Boy getting fired up in his bed. Your boy get fired up. We got some super chat. It's lit. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is how your boy spent his morning teaching all the accountings and stuff. That's what's Gucci with it. So an accounts receivable is an asset too. Oh, you got the name for the Bruce Willis movie with Damon Wayans? Damon Wayans, that was a good dude. Dirty G and Chad Dirty G loved that movie. I remember they're trying to do capers and stuff together, right? Capers, it's capers and capers. So accounts receivable is an asset too. Just not as formal as a note receivable. Same thing. Receivable, that means I get it, you owe it to me, that's an asset. Capers. Isn't that a food too that you don't eat? Like a garnishment? I don't really understand garnishments when you go to a restaurant, okay? If you put that on my plate, I'm gonna eat it. They're like, oh, you don't eat that. Why is it on my plate then? Don't mind me, I'm just white trash. So, I don't understand a lot of shit, okay? I don't understand a grown man yelling at me and acting like I'm not gonna choke him out and kill him. Just because they think they can yell at me. But anyways, did have something over here. Note payable. That's kind of like an account payable, just not as formal. All right, we don't have any. I don't think I have any outstanding questions here. Long-term invested is a liability. Okay, Jorge, what time have we been going for? An hour and 27, man. We can just keep on going. How long can CPA strength go for? How long can your boy go? How long can he go for here? We don't know. Tell you one thing, man, it's getting hot. It's getting hot here. Take off all your clothes. God, I'm sweating because I can't have my AC on because you know we ratchet over here and we've got we've got a freaking wall unit and you couldn't hear me or whatever, so that's how ratchet we are. No, Lisa, put the shirt back on. You'd rather see me sweat and die? You'd rather see me sweat and die, huh? We're just gonna have to do it here. We're just gonna have to do it. We're making audibles. We're making audibles on the fly here. We're going. We're gonna do some journal entries. Distracting. Oh, Lordy. Looking butt. Hey. Ooh, distracting. That's just how it is. All right. Fuck. You know, for real though, I guess you're for. I don't even know. I know I'm sweating my buns off here. I am making gains. I'm gonna do a workout stream here. You know what? It's not about the gains. We got a workout stream for later. We'll put my shirt back on. We'll sweat my buzz off. We don't want to distract here. So, but anyways, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go. We're making gains. All right, let's do some journal entries because I ain't got no questions here. Let's do some journal entries. Yeah, buddy. Does anybody have a journal entry they want me to do? Like the video if you haven't already liked the video, please. We're up to 35 likes. That's the business. No questions for journal entries. Let's say first things first. Well, let's say you're going to have service revenue. Let's say you do tax returns, right? Let's say Door and CPA. Performs tax return. That's my main business, tax return. Collects $500 cash. I'm like, could you give me cash, please? And all they have is cash. We're like, okay, cool. All right, what are we gonna do then on the cat? What are we gonna do here? Performs tax return, collects $500 cash. We're gonna have our DC Adler over here. We already have that. We already got our DC Adler over here. Now, what is cash? Anybody know what cash is? Because I always like to say, do we have cash in this journal entry? Do we have cash? Thanks for the likes, everybody. Do we have cash? Yes. Because I perform tax return, collect $500 cash. Now, that's the thing. Cash is an asset. Yes, thank you. Cash is an asset. Cash is an asset over here. Now we're collecting it. You don't understand what I'm saying? What don't you understand? Doing a journal entry, you might want to watch some older videos, but it's an asset. Just stick with me here. If you don't understand this, I have 101 Accounting for Beginners videos. You're gonna have to go watch those. But just try to stick with me. Cash is an asset. Thank you, Lisa, right? Just hold on. You'll get it soon. It'll come to fruition. Now, collecting 500 cash. So we have cash is increasing. We have cash. Someone said it's an asset, which it is. Cash is an asset. So right here. And is our cash increasing or decreasing? We collect $500 cash for our main ordinary service. Our cash would be, well, let's see, increasing. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate that. We have cash increasing. We have a cash. We know it's an asset, and we know if it's increasing or decreasing. So on DC Adler, if it's we know that the side it's on is if it's increasing. Okay, just stick with me because the next example we're going to do different. So yes, we know cash is an asset and it's increasing. So would that be an asset and increasing? Would it be a debit or a credit? Would the $500 cash be a debit or a credit here? Does anybody know? Can anybody tell me? If we know, yes, it's a debit. Thank you. We know that because it's an asset and it's increasing, so it could be on a debit. So we're going to write, it would be a credit if it was if the cash was decreasing. We'll do an example of that next. So yeah, we're going to debit cash $500. Okay. What do we know? What amount is going to be in the credit? Do we know that debits always equal credits? Yes, debits always equal credits. Thanks for the likes, everybody. Can we get some more likes? If you're new in chat, please. If you're in the chat, please like the video. I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, we know. So if debits always equal credit, what would the amount be here? And look what we have. Just by following the cash, we already have half of our journal entry correct. And you know it's an asset. You know it goes in the balance sheet. $500 in the credit. Yes, because we know debits always equal cash. So look how much of our journal entry, how much we have just by following the cash and following basic rules. Now let's see. Why did we get $500 cash? What happened to how we got the $500 cash? What did we do to get the $500 cash? We performed a tax return, right? That is our main business. What would that be? Would that be an asset? Yeah, right. We did a tax return, and that's our main thing. That's our main thing. So, would that be an asset? A draw performing work in your ordinary business. A draw. Would it be an expense? Would it be a liability? Would it be equity? Would it be a revenue? Yes, it would be a revenue. It definitely would be a revenue. So there's our journal entry. $500 cash debit. $500 revenue credit. Yes, service revenue. Now see how we had cash coming in, okay? And then so we debited cash. Now we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to a different journal entry. Thanks for all the likes, everybody. If you're in chat, could you give a like, please? Super chat to help your boy pay his bills. Love doing this. The more likes, the more views, the more super chats I get, the more I can do this. Anyways, okay. So that was a revenue. That was a revenue, cash coming in. Now most journal entries are going to have cash in them. Mostly all of them. For different reasons, you know. You might have, for whatever reason, it could be a 1,000 different reasons. For 1,000 different reasons, you would have cash coming in or out. And if you know if cash is coming in, you're going to debit it, just like we just did, okay? Now let's do Let's do Dorn, CPA, pays, internet bill of $150. Okay. Just because now they might say this, and let's go on here. Let's just do it. Let's write our debit and credit. We're gonna get a journal entry here. Do we have cash here? Debit's on the left, credit's on the right. Woo! Do we have cash? Pays a net bill of $150. Now sometimes it's implied, and cash is kind of the generic term. It could be on a debit card. It could be checking. It could be like a money market. It's something very liquid. So it could be really anything. We want to do $150. Dirty G, I do have a merch. It's under every video. Do you see the merchandise there? It's under the video here. It's on Teespring. CPA Strength on Teespring. But anyways, under the videos, you can see the merch. It's through Teespring. I have a bunch of I have shirts, coffee mugs, stickers, hoodies, all that good stuff. I do have merch. I should know the link for that, but it's there if you need it. David, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here, and this is why we're doing the basics, because and it's no thing. Pretty soon you'll get this. Now you said, we'll just say what you have there, Dan, yeah, that's right. You threw me off a little bit because you put credit first, but we're going to do credit first. But I always read debit, but we're doing, Dan, you're right. Let's say how we came about this. Let's do this for David, how we came about this, because he had it backwards a little bit. Now, anyways, pays internet bill of $150. So do we have cash here? Yes, we do. We have $150. We have $150 in cash. Okay. So yeah, we have cash. What is cash, everybody? Asset, draw, expense, liability, equity, or revenue. Can somebody tell me what cash is? David, can you tell me what cash is, please? Because we need to get this right here. Thank you, it's an asset. Thank you, everybody. Cash is an asset. It's an asset. All right. So we know right here, this is cash. Now, is cash leaving our company, or is it coming into our company? Is it increasing or decreasing? We just paid a bill. So let's see. Here, Mr. Internet, here's my $150. Does the business have increasing or decreasing? Decreasing, yes. We have less money. So we have an asset leaving, decreasing. Yep. Now, would that be, let's go over here. We have an asset, we have cash, it's an asset, it's decreasing. Would that be a debit or would that be a credit? Remember, if it's, does anybody know we have an asset decreasing? Yes, we would credit it. Good job, Dave. Good job. You see how you were wrong before? You just got to go step by step by step, kind of methodically. Good job, though, because you said before it would debit, but no, because we have cash leaving. See, if it was increasing, we debit. We have cash leaving our business, so we credit it. So we have cash 150. Now, yeah, I know. That's awesome, bro. Seriously. You just made so many accounting gains right now by going through this methodically. Right? Yeah, I know. Seriously, that's awesome. That's what's up, man. That makes me feel good for the day. So you're probably gonna get that right forever now. That's what's up, man. That's the business. Our debit. What would our debit be? Why did we just pay somebody for what? We just paid somebody, why? Right? Good job. Everyone's happy for you, man. I'm happy for you too, bro. I'm super happy for you. It's lit. Super happy for you, man. Now you got this. Right? Oh, I got it. That's what light bulb. Light bulb. Why did we just have this cash outlay? We need our debit. But anyways, before that, let's go. What would our number be? What would the amount be over here? If our credit was 150, what would our debit be? Lit, son. What would our debit be if our credit's 150? David, you the man. Well, you're right on the 150. And how do you know that it's 150 on the how do you know that it would be 150? I don't even know what it's for or whatever. How do you know that? Why do we know? Because we already have the credit is 150 cash. Good job, Tim. How would we know that it's the same on the debit? How would we know that it's 150 on the debit? Bro, you're welcome, Dan. No, man, I do imagine. That's why, like, I pretty much made a little, like, a YouTube channel revolving around DC Adler. It's helped a lot of people, but, like, just by you saying I helped you. We got David saying, "Oh, I understand now." People in the chat and the comments, like, I'm not making a lot of money right now. I'm barely paying my bills, but it will come. But I'm helping people, and I love that. Like, that makes me feel good. I just quit a job about 3 weeks ago that I was making lots of money for me. I was saving lots of money. I was empty inside. I didn't feel like I was helping anybody. Everybody was upset with me. My bosses were yelling at me. The third-party people that I was working with was yelling at me. And so this is awesome. So, yeah. They really have to implement the accounting books. I think I'm going to do they do need to implement the accounting books. I'm going to make an ebook. So there is going to be an implementation in a book. I'm going to make a simple ebook. Roscoe Dashy, what up, Roscoe Dashy? What up? I like that name. Hey, we got any new people in here? Can I get some likes? I'd love to get to 50 likes. I got 42 right now. Anyways, let's finish up on this. We know that the debit's 150 because debits equal credits all the time, every time for the rest of your life. Guarantee it. We've been having the same system for 500 years. It's going to go for another 80, 90 years till you're alive, I know. And then we'll get artificial intelligence and we'll be clones and we'll be alive for another 1,000 years and it'll still be the same, okay? Debits equal credits. So why did we have an outlay? Internet bill. Internet bill was our outlay. We need our debit of 150. We need to know what that is. Debit is expense. Yeah, it is an expense, right? Because it's an outlay of cash that we have for ordinary and necessary job to keep our business going, and we need internet to keep. Now you could call this. You're right. It's definitely an expense. And let's see, does that make sense? We have an expense. Say if that was the first time we used this account, the first bill we had, would it be going up or down? It would be going up, so we know it's an expense. We have an outlay of cash for necessary and ordinary business purposes. So it'd be right here, an expense, DC Adler. It's going up. So you know that would be a credit, or a debit, I'm sorry. That'd be a debit. So we're going to expense a debit, 150, and you can call this internet bill. I mean, you're going to call it, you just want to be consistent on whatever you say. Oh, without internet, you're sunk, man. Like without internet, you're not doing nothing. I mean, because with the internet you can get a phone, so you're just done. Yeah, I would say internet expense. You know, it could be, you could name the company Comcast. You could put it under utilities. You could put it under office expense. The main thing is it's going to be an expense account, and you're going to be consistent. Like if you pay Comcast $150 every month for your journal entries, that's going to go in the general ledger. You just got to be, consistent with it. Roscoe Dashi, how about DEALOR, dealer? Now I like that, and I've gotten a whole bunch of different ways to remember debits and credits, like dead click or this or that. You know, a whole bunch of different things. Now I'll show like what do I think about that. I think if that's a good mapping system for you and you like that better than DC Adler, then by all means. But I'll show you why I don't necessarily love it. Just because I don't know, it's not broken up. So it is whatever works for you, but I don't necessarily know what to do here. You know what I'm saying? I guess you would have to already know that the first three are debits and the first three are credits. Okay, you'd have to know that. So you got dividend. And now, of course, yes, this is assets, draw, dividend, expenses, liability, owner's equity, revenue. So that is, it does work. I'll just show you why I kind of like DC Adler better. Dividend. What do you have? Expenses. Assets. So I guess with this, you just have to know that these three are debits, which, you know, you might not know when you're beginning, or it might be confusing. That's why I like, and you got to know that these are credits. That's why I like DC Alert, because DC debit credit, you already know right there. That's half, you know, your uncle's Luca Pioli, your great, 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 great uncle. And then you have liabilities. Owner's equity. And revenue. So the reason, one of the reasons is because it doesn't have debits and credits. Yeah, it doesn't have that. And on DC Adler, it's lined up with your balance sheet and your income statement. Over here, you've got the balance sheet is this, your income statement's here, and your changes in owner's equities over here. But it does work. 42 likes in this bit. Oh man, I did some squats at the gym yesterday. Woo! I'm sore today. Everybody's standing up. We're getting some sweating going. Oh my goodness. We've been going for about 2 hours now. 2 hours. Can I get a screenshot of dealer? Screenshot? Well, you just take your own screenshot, right? What are you asking here? Dang, we got a bunch of people in chat now. We got a bunch of new peoples. Yo, if you're here, could you like the video? Try to get my likes up. Comment in the chat, share, subscribe. Give a super chat and help your boy out. Help your boy pay his bills. Got bills, man. For the markers, for all that. Man, what haven't we done in these 2 hours today, right? Oh man, just move away from the board a bit. Dang it, I'm sorry. I will next time. I'm sorry. Dang. I'm still learning here. I'm really sorry about that. I'll make sure to move away from the board. This is all new to me here. I'm gonna have a different setup another day. I don't think we're gonna do this for. This might be during Yeah, sorry. This will probably be my last live accounting for the week. We'll probably go do live accounting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't think anybody wants to do live accounting on the Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. We'll do other stuff in the morning. It's fine. He got it. Yeah. Well, we've gone for about 2 hours, everybody. And I don't know what else to do. Don't have any more questions. Does anybody have another question? Anyways, we've gone for 2 hours of that. I'm going to hit the gym. We're going to hit it. We're going to end this stream. I appreciate everybody being in here. I got the most likes I've ever had. This has been the most lit chat. I got some super chats. Thank you, Dirty G, for your super chats. I really enjoyed doing this. Hope to see you back again. Hit the notification button so you know when I live stream again. If you could share this on your social medias, that would be great. Anyways, check out my channel. I got a bunch of basic accounting tips. I'll see y'all later. All right, deuces.